money because they were part and parcel of those who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why I'm saying this is because all the men of the Biafran government in Nigeria, when you look at them, compare them with the portfolios of those who are working with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Those who are working with our leader during the time that our leader is here. Can you tell me any one of them that was speaking when our leader was still here? Can you tell me any of them that is articulate, can be able to come out from the crowd? Can you tell me any one of them that was able to do what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing? Nnamdi Kanu was not village of, not have time to do that. Those who are then and those who are now, the difference, like from here, using leg from here to go to Nigeria, wherever you are, just like using leg. If in America, you can imagine using leg from America to go to Nigeria. That is the difference between all people of the government then that our leadership on to. We are read, we are looking for money, they were and they're looking for influence. And that is why they are building around the world. Most and that is why we are so bold enough to speak to our enemy, standing or sitting with all volume of anger, rage, and fury in our hearts. And that is why the terrorist Nigerian state must be destroyed and Biafra will be restored. Having said that, I want to remind you that 5 times the terrorist Nigerian state have attempted to kidnap our prime minister. This is not the first time Nigeria have kidnapped a citizen even citizen who is from Nigeria. On 3rd July 1984, Nigeria tried to kidnap Omar Odiko from London. That kidnapping was botched. After kidnapping Omar Odiko, they botched the kidnap at the airport. Very, very interesting. On 19th of June 2021, Nigeria succeeded in their first international kidnap. But before then, they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2015 in Nigeria. That is to show you, anybody telling you about, oh, they are fighting, Nigeria can never fight kidnapping. It is impossible because they are the kidnappers themselves. They kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2015 because if you call it arrest, you have to give somebody a warrant of arrest that you are wanted. You don't need to forcefully take somebody when you have not presented any warrant of arrest. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped 2015, and in 2021, on the 19th June, he was also kidnapped. This time around, not local kidnapping, but international kidnapping as well. And also, in 2023 to 24, Nigeria have attempted to kidnap our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, for fighting for your freedom. Not only kidnapping, they have also attempted to assassinate him, even when they have sent killers from Nigeria to Finland. The Finnish police was able to foil all those attempts on the life of our Prime Minister. So it is very important that you as a Nigerian know that your country is a kidnapping country. If you call it a country, but we call it a contraption. Nigeria is known for kidnapping, and therefore we must exit a kidnapping country. So what do you know about Finland? Finland is a very small country, but mighty when it comes to international politics, to security of lives and properties of their citizens, and to the protection of human rights. Finland is a part of Scandinavian, a geographic region in the northern Europe, and shares land borders with Norway, Sweden, and Russia. The Baltic Sea borders in the north and southwest. It is bordered in the north and southwest with the Baltic Sea. The coastline in this part of the country is packed with over 180,000 small islands. So Finland might have been a beautiful city or a beautiful country, if that is how we are going to present it. It is interesting to know also that Finland got their independence in 1917. Very, very interesting. 1917. And people are wondering, where in the world is this country called Finland? And what are the characteristics of this small country that is doing wonders in international stage? Finland have been able to stand very strong for the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, our Prime Minister. Finland is regarded as the happiest country on this planet Earth. So only that definition is enough for any Biafran to understand that the country you are talking about is a country who have what it takes to rule the world as well. The happiest country on this planet Earth is Finland. very, very interesting. And I want to also inform you that the Finland police is a very disciplined police. The Finland police or the Finnish police is a police that is there for the citizens. And that is why they were able to botch all the planning and executions of the kidnap of our Prime Minister. It will interest you to know that the Finnish police are involved in everyone's daily life. You see, that they are responsible for anything of permitting, anything of, a visa application, passport, and all the rest of it. And their goal is to maintain public order. What interests me so much about the Finnish police is that they are responsible for the day-to-day life of their citizens. What it means is that when you see a Finnish citizen walking on the way, there may be a police you are not seeing that is actually monitoring their citizens' safety, making sure that their citizens are safe. And that is why it was very, very important that they take the lives of their citizens very seriously and very importantly. That was why our Prime Minister was able to be protected. That was why the kids that were sent on that they will have to leave them because they didn't come with arms. If they were found with arms, they would have been jailed. In Finland, was that they were not found with arms, so they were sent back to the country that sent them, which is the zoo. So if you are a Nigerian, shame unto your country for sending terrorists to another country in order to kill or to kidnap our Prime Minister. It is something that everybody have to think about. How can your country send kidnappers to go to another land to kidnap a citizen of another land? That is very, very uncalled for. And why is international community keeping quiet? Why are they keeping mute over the atrocious activities of the Nigerian state? The reason being that Nigerian government have been able to buy all international organizations, the news media, they have been bought over by the Nigerian state. And that is why when they see atrocities happening or when they see crime being committed by the Nigerian state, they cannot defend or speak about it. They cannot come out to condemn the atrocious act of the Nigerian state. And it's very, very uncalled for. And it's very, very unfortunate. And I want to read it to you, what our Prime Minister had to say about the kidnap and the attempted assassination of his person. In one of his tweets, he said, this tweet was made on the 29th of August, 2024. The Nigerian terrorist government tried 5 times to kidnap me from Finland, but the Finnish police did their job and all their attempts failed failed, 5 times attempt, failed. They want to commit crime in Finland, including planned assassination. 2 of the idiots who came through Greece were apprehended and deported because they had no weapon on them. Whenever they fail, they come back to the drawing board and talk about extradition. He ended up by saying, "Na me go finish una from here." That was a very wonderful statement. "Na me go finish una from here" by our Prime Minister, and na so it go be. So, fellow Biafrans, you have listened to the attempt on the life of our Prime Minister and the kidnap as well. And it's very, very important for those who don't actually know where we are coming from and the stand of our Prime Minister as it regards to Biafran restoration. You can now begin to at least think about what is happening. The Biafran government, headed by our Prime Minister, have issued a 1-month lockdown of the institutions of the federal government of Nigeria in Biafra land. These institutions are the police stations, the military barracks, the checkpoints, the federal government secretariat, the state government secretariat, the local government secretariat. If they even have council secretariat, all these places are to be shut down in the next 1 whole month. And if you refuse to shut it down, they will come for the enforcement, because we have a government that now speaks for the Biafran people. And that is the directive of the Biafran government, to shut every presence of Nigeria in Biafran land down. And Biafrans living in such areas are advised, especially in the military barracks, to relocate. Otherwise, be very, very security conscious. Because when the enforcement will come, you will not be informed. The men, gallant men of the Biafran Defense Forces, will undo the enforcement and go. Be very conscious, be very security conscious about your vicinity and your area, and so that you will be free for the restoration of God's kingdom that will happen on 2nd of December. You'll be alive to see Biafra. Very, very important. So if you are a government worker, if you are a Biafran working in these areas, you have to stay at home. If they are paying you 30,000, 70,000, 100,000, your life is more worthwhile to us, or worthful to us, than the money they are going to pay to you for you to go to work. And when you stay at home, the government will surely pay you your money. The Nigerian government have no option than to pay you your money, or they better get evicted from our region, which is actually why we are telling them to stay indoors for the next 1 month. And after this lockdown, they are going to go out indefinitely. They will not open again. That is the plan of the Biafran government. Secondly, we want to remind every one of you of the special IOU loan that the government have put in place for Biafrans and non-Biafrans. Because of the asymmetric war that have been declared by the Nigerian state against the Biafran people, where they are killing our people indiscriminately because they have the money, they have the weapons, they purchase the weapons, they come to Biafra land and kill innocent civilians. The Biafran that have no sponsor also are appealing to Biafrans to embrace this IOU loan project, whereby you can loan the government your money and get 100% profit in return. What do I mean? Loan the government 1,000 ejema and get 2,000 ejema when Biafra is restored. Loan the government $5,000 and get $10,000 when Biafra is restored. Loan the government 20,000 euros and you get back 20,000 euros when Biafra is restored. Very, very important. This is the greatest profit you can make in your business and is in a way of saving your money. Money that is in a safe hands, money that the government will use to buy equipment, to buy materials, to buy granite, to make sure that our land and borders are defended, and to make sure that our women and children are protected, and there will be no IDP camp in Biafra land. And while you loan this money to the government will issue you a certificate or a receipt to prove your loan. And when you are not even there, your family, your children can use that receipt to approach the government when Biafra is restored and get back your money, and as well get your recognition endorsed by the Biafran people, because your name will be written in gold in the history of Biafran restoration. Very, very important. And as well, those non-Biafrans, it is an opportunity for you to embrace this project. It will guarantee you at least a soft spot or 70 or 80%, approval of Biafran citizenship because of your support to the government. Very, very important. So Biafrans and non-Biafrans are advised to embrace this project of the government. Very, very important. Want to also inform Biafrans that today is yet another day for the donation of fundraising to fund our liberation. Please do well by 8 p.m. tonight to join the government fundraising and donate immensely, generously for the freedom of your people and that of your generation. Very, very important. I also use the opportunity to remind every Biafran of the ID card that is online, the Biafran passport as well, and the convention that will come on by 29th of November to 5th of December. You have to go and book your ticket for the convention as we have limited seats. The convention is for you to be among those who will make history. Your name will be recorded in the book of history as those who signed the documents for Biafra restoration. I know Mouthpiece will be there. I know CBI will be there. My ministers will be there. The most articulate Snow I know will be there. And all of us should be there. Many of you must be there so that your names may be written in gold. I know Ronnie will be there. Ben Owabo will be there. Everybody will like to be there as well. It is very, very important. Helen Peters will also be there. Clara Deems supposed to be there. Ife will be there. Emeka Orago should be there. Every other person that wants to be there should be there as well. Your names will always be written in gold. I will be there by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama himself. If that provision is made, we will be there. So it is very, very important that we are going to embrace the freedom that is knocking at our door. There is no better time than now. If you have not seen Biafra, I have seen Biafra, because before now, what is happening today has never happened. Never in the history have Biafran been spoken in international stage the way it's being spoken today. I have a lot to say, but I know a lot of our people have a lot to say as well. So I will not say it all, because my co-hosts are ready to make their submissions, and a lot of Biafrans are also requesting for the mic to make their submissions. So I have to leave it there, wonderful people, but I will not fail to acknowledge the presence of each and every one of you who joined for this wonderful message. First of all, I salute our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I salute our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, for their consistency, for their fight for the freedom of our people, and for the prices they have already paid and are still paying for our restoration. I salute these wonderful men. They have done immensely well, and their generation, we are very proud of them. After them, after us, no generation will look like us. They shall write about them, and they shall write about us as those who came, who saw, and we conquered. Ronnie, I thank you for joining and accepting the co-host. Ronnie is a solid Biafran, a hardcore for that matter, who are proponent of freedom. He's one of, I salute you, Ronnie. Ben Owabo is a gallant man and a man who speaks the truth and wants freedom for his generation. I salute you. Drake, I welcome you. Rage and Fury, my bro, thank you for joining. United States of Biafra, I salute you. Sir Williams, welcome. Our minister, Emeka Orago, who is in charge of Biafran shop, I salute you. The mouthpiece of Ndembonandegede, I salute you. Thank you for joining. Frank, my brother, I salute you. Thank you for being here. Simon Ekpa, Donny Izidon. Our sister, Nkiruka, welcome. XI, I salute you. The most articulate minister, Snow, I salute you. Akonu Uche, Nwa Chineke, my comrade, Freedom, Biafra Free Energy, Shimon, I salute you. Juan, Udo, Amuche, I salute you. Sister Tina, Isiokute Ebube, I salute you. Ochuko, I salute you. Ezebino here, you will soon live in your palace. I salute you, bro. Bartholomew Uzoebu, I salute you. Biafran Foreign Legion, welcome. Iwuwanne, welcome. Helen Peter Lioness, I salute your presence. Ekolozi, I salute you. Biafran First Love, Nne, you are welcome. Maazi Okonkwo, I salute you. Chuks, Akwameze, I salute you. Chizoba Chukwu, Executives, Osadebe, Jesus Loves Us, Enokwa, I salute you. Madeke, John Paul, Henry Garcia, Antonio, Freedom for All, Emmanuel Essien, Frank Agudemodina Nwa, Anna Ayopo, Ancestors of Biafra, Saiten, Landon, Honors, Honora, Biafran Son, Ugu Global, John Nwafo, Saji Umonekwe, Call Me River, Ebe Beru Gobere, Colonial Sabo, Margaret Jogwa, Gabriel Zubi, Okama, Izude, the British victim, Magdike, Obonna, Nnamani, OJ, Kenny Chiedu, Eze Emeka, Chisom, Aikume, Vision, Nwa Biafra, Obiora, Ene, Mercy 334, Mercy, welcome, Ejak Tom, Owe Ikwesi, Maazi Chukwu Emeka, Ihuama, Igechukwu Gideon, Nicholas, Isaac Joe, JJ King, Chinemeremima, Chukwu Dezio Moses, Oma Mboji, Joyce Lina, Amo, Obichukwu, Godman. And if I didn't call you, I salute each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me, wonderful people and lovers of freedom. Once again, share this message. Be prepared to make your submission. What can you make out of the kidnapped attempt on our Prime Minister? Why are they trying to kidnap him? Why? You have your reason. I have my reason. Let us bring it to bear and let the terrorist state know that we are aware of their plans. And their only reason is to stop Biafra from coming. But unfortunately, it is practically impossible because Biafra is here. Thank you so much, Ronnie and Owabua. You have the mic now. Go ahead. Make your submission. Give our people 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Everybody can make his submissions based on what they think about the kidnapping. Thank you. Go ahead.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, our host. All Biafrans, home and abroad. Good morning, our ministers that are here with us. You have heard the long epistle of David Nana to the Biafrans, both home and abroad. We are here to make history, and that history we must make. That is a long epistle, and he also sent his warmest greetings to everyone here. At the moment, I will not be mentioning name and greeting, but I just say you are welcome to the space this morning. We are here to stand firm. We are here to preach the gospel so that all Biafrans that are hearing us will know that the time has come and that there is no play. We are not playing here. We are in for business. It's either freedom or death to the enemy. We are here again this morning. And don't forget, it's also mentioned about today is Saturday, the Sabbath day, where we collectively send our support our government with the little widow's march we have. People have been doing it from Mondays. At the appropriate time, they wanted to do it. And today is another Saturday. So remember, the government will do that 7 p.m. Biafran time. And our declaration that is coming is 29th of November to the 2nd of December 2024. And don't forget, Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. We are going, and there is nobody on earth that is going to stop us, that is going to stop this declaration, that is going to stop this imagination. Biafra, United States of Biafra. Thank you, our Prime Minister, for standing in the gap. You and your cabinet, may Chiko Kiabe and protect every one of you. 5 kidnaps and attempted assassination. How do you look at that? 2 things in one. 5 times. That is 10. I can say it 5 times kidnap, 5 times assassination. Each one is 2 in one attempt. They come for the first one is kidnap or assassination. Is that not 2? That is 2. Unfortunately to them, bravo to Finnish police who has taken it for granted, taking it in their own shoulder that protection must be, and that there's no assassin is welcome in Finland. Finland, the greatest country in the world. That greatest country, they fought for their freedom. They know what freedom is all about. So, Biafrans, you are welcome to this space this morning. And as we continue to say our view, remember, if you know the truth, if you speak the truth, if you keep the truth to yourself, don't be afraid. That truth, you will perish with it. Because it's better you say the truth than you die. Than I will say the truth than I die. Keeping the truth within myself. So therefore, you Biafrans, you know the truth, speak out. Don't be afraid of anybody. No Jupiter will stop us. No Jupiter will stop the restoration of Biafra. This very December 2nd, our Prime Minister and his cabinet, he has the power, the mandate to declare it. And when it's redeclared, I am telling you, many people, many of our saboteurs, whether in government, parastatals, both home and abroad, on that day, you'll be hearing, or self did not say it out, you'll be hearing, this one has spiked, this one has collapsed, this one has cardiac arrest. Many people will go down for Biafra to be restored. Well, if they like it, whether they like it or not, we do not give a damn. We are here for our generation, our children's children, so that they will not suffer. We are tired in abroad, living in Europe, living in Canada, living in America, living in Britain, using us like slaves and guinea pigs. Thank you, Biafrans. At this very moment, I will yield the mic to Ronnie to give his own submission. Thank you. Once again, you are all welcome. And I also thank our spiritual leader, Mazina Dikanu. He is here. Do you think it's only the one that is there? It's all Biafrans that is caged in that place. So therefore, we that are physically outside, our spirit is there with him. He is carrying all the whole burden. And we are here to fight and break the shackles of the enemy. And that we are doing. And we continue to do it until Biafra is redeclared. Thank you very much. I hit my mic. Rooney, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. David. And thank you, my brothers have been Owabo. It's always a privilege to be here, Biafrans, lovers of freedom, wonderful people, unique in everywhere. You guys are the reason today you see the whole world shaking, knowing how terrible the contraption created by Britain has been. You made it happen, great people. Your contributions, money-wise, time-wise, care-wise, is the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still alive, despite being caged in DSS custody. You guys have kept him alive through your listening to the person he gave us to listen to, Mazi Simon Ebanjoko, our Prime Minister. I really want to thank all of us here. We are making history. And our special thanks goes to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, the man who saw tomorrow, the man who loved his people so much that he decided to waive his citizenship in the United Kingdom and come down just to stand for his people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we know that you are here with us, and we know without a doubt that you will come out victoriously with Biafra flag, joining us, dancing and celebrating just the same way you said there will be.
Please, who is speaking?
I cannot hear him anymore.
I can't hear Rooney again. Probably
Yeah,
maybe
Rooney was
under
speaking.
attack.
Okay, somebody, who is the
Then can you hear me?
United States? Yeah, United States, go ahead. While I bring
All right.
Ronnie up and down, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon from my location, Great Biafrans. It's a pleasure to be here. I especially greet you, my host, Mazi David Nana, Ronnie and Benowa, and all Biafrans over the world. Uh, I also want to thank our Prime Minister and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, likewise, and all the cabinet members of our government. 5 kidnap attempts and assassination attempts on Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Ford. Bravo to Finnish police. And the question is, why do you think that the terrorist state of the zoo are going after our Prime Minister, trying to kidnap him? Now, even when they have a pending case with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in the zoo there, and the courts have already said release him and pay him compensation, that he has no case to answer with them. And in answering this question, why would they choose kidnapping over actually going for extradition? Like they always come and confuse their gullible population. They tell them they are filing for extradition. They want to have use their diplomatic relationship. Kineko. They come and make it a public statement, but actually they refuse to even start the extradition process proper. Because if they have a case, they could have gone through the extradition route. But the thing is that they don't have any case against him. So, because they are a terrorist state, instead, while they come publicly and talk about extradition, they go in the behind. They are actually trying to kidnap, because it is in their nature to kidnap. They don't know anything called rule of law. They have no rule of law in their nature. So they are kidnappers. They are terrorist state that only know how to kidnap. So, but when they come, they are speaking to the world. They want to tell the speak, have the words extradition in their mouth. Meanwhile, they are actually trying to kidnap. Am I still coming out?
Yes, you
Go
are.
on, we can hear you.
Okay. So it is in their nature to kidnap. Why they are trying to, make deceive the world by using the word extradition. They don't know what is extradition. Extradition is actually a legal process, but they cannot stand the legal process because even in their dungeon, in their zoo, where the court has already decided the case of Mazen Namdekan that he has no case that he should be paid compensation, they couldn't do it. So that is what is going on. So, and because they cannot stand a sane society, that's why they are going for kidnap. They're trying to use assassination. Why every day in their media are shouting extradition, extradition, extradition? They know where it's finished. They have ambassador in finish. Why haven't they actually filed a case for extradition in Finland? Because they know that they don't have what it takes to convince the world that they are a sane state, and then they state that their claims that they are democratic, but they have no practice of democracy. They don't believe in rule of law, and they know also because that if they file for extradition in Finland, they cannot bribe the Finnish judge like they can bribe Vinta Nyako in the zoo, and they where they can bring somebody that has a criminal case to become their chief, the justice head of the justice system. So it is nothing like where they can make somebody from third position to become a governor. So that is why they cannot actually file for extradition, and they know that when they try that, that will be tantamount to exposing them. You can see what is happening in a few days where somebody wrote against our sister Amaka, and now that Biafra government has weighed into it, they are chickening out because their acts have been exposed. So the world can now see how hypocritical they are. These are the same people that are actually championing ethnic this hatred against the Biafra Igbo Biafrans. But now, because an Igbo Biafran that they have pressured so much could not, hold it anymore, she just gave a little pushback. Now they capitalize on her pushback while ignoring the people that have actually committed the act of, killing her people. Not only that they said it in their mouth, but they have actually demonstrated it, and it is all over the places. So that is what is going on. But then on the part of Finland, Finland has demonstrated that they are a country that believes in rule of law, and a country that knows their history because they fought for freedom. They understand what it means to fight for freedom. So that is what Finland has demonstrated to us, and we are grateful to Finland for staying true to their values. Unlike some other people, country who claim that they believe in the equality of mankind, that they believe that all men are born equal, and all that and all that. But when it comes in in character, they don't bring it. They only have that principle. They talk it, but they don't do it. So we are grateful to them for having stood with Biafra. And of course, on the part of Biafra, we believe and we know that Biafra is going to be just like Finland. Because there is a saying that says, show me who your friend, and I will tell you who you are. So now Finland is a friend of Biafra, and that means that Biafra also is going to do same, because this is actually our nature. And one thing that they say also, they say that like attracts like. So it is not just a coincidence that our prime minister is residing in Finland, because this is a place that God has planned, because there is a spiritual attraction that dragged our leader, our prime minister, to Finland instead of America that he was supposed to have been. So on this note, let me submit the mic for the rest of the Biafrans to speak. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And I say, We must continue to speak and we continue to talk so that the wall of Jericho will crash, and crash, because they have been capitalizing in our quietness and our all those while. And again, I want to say this because of what our prime minister just posted. You can see two people debating. One old fool was claiming that Simon Ekpa is on his own. Meanwhile, there was another man, Biafran there, who was telling him, "You can't say that Simon Ekpa is not speaking in the interest of the. He did not. He's not speaking for you, but he's speaking for the interest." And that is it. But even the host also acknowledged that this man has influence. So, but the problem they have is that they do not understand that Simon Ekpa is not doing what he's doing alone. How can you explain the 50 million votes? Are there 50 million robots that have come online and voted? Are they going to deny that they don't see the videos coming from the homeland when people line up and actually expressing their views? Yeah. Now these are the people that for their because of the when they were actually the one pretending to be out speaking for us because of these kind of fools. That's why they've been doing all things they are doing, and you can see that the dynamism has changed. I was so happy to see the letter written by our Dr. Joy Orobi of the Director General of the Biafra, Forest Ministry. And when I saw that, I felt good as a Biafran. And let me tell you something. Do you know how relieved this woman called Amaka? He felt protected. Even if this Amaka was against Biafra, I'm telling you, and all her friends, I'm telling you that today she is going to feel safer than ever. I read even some in the comments, somebody saying, "Thank you, Prime Minister, for putting their part of Edo in Biafra." He used to be someone who was against, Edo being part of Biafra. But after seeing what is happening, how the government of Biafra aggressively defends her own, even when their own even wallowing in ignorance, they will still defend them. So, what more can any human being be asking for than you have a government that goes to defend you? And I'm telling you, we are so proud of this government and we are so proud of our prime minister. I'm so proud of you, all of you, because you made it possible, because you are the ones that believed in him when nobody actually believed in him. But today, look at how much we have gone, and the enemies are panicking because there's nothing they can do to us. Thank you very much. I submit my mark here. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, the United States of Biafra, for that wonderful submission. Before I go to you, Ben, and our minister must be given a preferential, ministers in the house must be given preferential treatment, and those in the homeland as well. Rooney went out with my co-host too. So, Ben, I will bring you down and bring you up again so that I can see if I can co-host someone else. Very, very important. Thank you so much. Go ahead. You can give to our minister, MID Briggs, for being here, the professor of linguistics and military language.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Is it me? Can I? Okay.
Yeah. I thought I was giving the mic. Am I
Go
right
on,
on?
sir.
Okay, I greet all of you, especially the anchor of the program, Minister Homeland, all these are we ourselves will find it difficult to understand the trick that the colonial masters played on our head. The Ghanaians did it, and they quit to Ghana, from Rhodesia to Zimbabwe, from Volta to Burkina Faso. After the War of Independence, but Nigerians oh my goodness, I try to avoid this sentiment. They called it together. They also coined the word unity in diversity. How can you be united if you are vast? And they go like people who study supposed to understand the etymology of parola, what you call the unity is unity, diversity is diversity. Unity in diversity is fraudulent. It's like Fulani who came from Jelon. Futajelon trace the northern part of Africa, where they occupied, the northern heads, chiefs from Gobir, and bring education. But instead of bringing education, they brought religion. And that is what the northerners and the entire Nigerians are suffering from today. Brothers and sisters and lovers of freedom. I have five now, thanks to the intelligence agency, the state of Finland. And that is how it is going to be happening. That is how it is going to be happening. The most thing I like in this time is what the Prime Minister did by invite by the government of Nigeria on behalf of our upcoming declaration, so that their dual viewing, but in Lahti, Finland, it is orderliness, the imprimatur and the prerogative of the constitution and the law, what you call the reign of the law. Etymology of respublicum. Republic means province, not individual things. That is the reason why under republican system, which gave birth to democracy, the law is above everything. It's above Jesus Christ. It's above Calibus. It's above Halibus. It's above the mountain Olibus. It's above everything. The constitution is raised above. That is what they need to learn. If not, that the whole world has given positive reasoning to them. They said that Nnamdi is right. The United Nations Working Group under human right and thing that is right. And say, release this man, and not only release him, you should apologetically and genuflectly beg and give him compensation. And they even came back and give the country of Nigeria the benefit of 6 months with which it can use to give this jurisdictional reparation to him. But they failed to do that because the people in Nigeria allow themselves to be ruled on the net by the colonial masters or colonial founders. They see colonial masters as their oga, vulgarly speaking. That is the reason why they cannot reason with their cerebellum, and medulla oblongata, including the frontal and back lobe. Any acumen of reasoning. They are not reasoning. They are looking at what white man will tell them. White man that has no mouth in European Union law. In the European Union, Britain has no mouth because they have Brexit. Even though they're inside the European Union, they cannot violate the impeccable European law. Not even they always like using Africans. Now, they are foolishly and sheepishly and stupidly saying that they're going to European Union to force Finland to do what? That is nonsense. Finland and the European Union is under international law. Article 1, paragraph 2, law 28 July, Article 1, 1951. It says law of no refoulement, meaning the potestant of a nation to obeying the jus cogens, which is the international law, meaning that you cannot do a similar case of Nnamdi Kanu, who is speaking for his people, or somebody that run away from his land due to what persecution, nature, such as disaster or disaster caused by man, such as political nature. You see, they don't understand international law. That's why they will be moping and rigmaroling till the day Biafra will be declared and defended, just as the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile said. So our people must be steadfast and support this government, because it is to this government Africa must be liberated. The likes of the Arikana, Patrice Lumumba, the professor himself, and every other people are waiting for Biafra to do the last miracle, so that we will organize Africa and become human beings. We will ameliorate everything that God has given to us. How can you condemn your religion, but you didn't condemn your language? You didn't condemn eba that you eat, otara that you eat. And you only condemn your spiritual system. If you condemn your spiritual system, it means you cannot be organized politically. Politically, it's not politics in the sense of Nigerian practice, just as we are now. Planning on how we will survive, that is the etymology of politics. As I'm trying to use this mic, I want to thank everybody, especially our ladies, a lady that is with the lamb, and all the fellow ladies, and all our men, because must work in tandem. That was what our new minister that was introduced, they said, and Clara Dim, you are welcome. Always, may God bless you. Is it you here? Yes.
Can anybody still hear him?
I can't hear him. I think he's having.
Okay, thank you so much, MID Briggs, for that wonderful submission. Before we go to Ronnie, because we are speaking before you were brought down, please, my co-host, Ben, check your DM. If anybody that is going to be speaking, check their DM if they have not shared our space, because this message is going wide, all the nooks and crannies of Biafran land. So if you want to speak, please make sure you have shared the space. Very, very important, because those people in your own platform should also get the message. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Ronnie.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. David. Thank you for the opportunity. Professor Mead, I greet you, sir. I was making my submission when our Zoo network interrupted me. You know, when you are on the side of truth, believe me sincerely, you will be under attack. That's how to know that you're doing the right thing. When you are about to expose this evil, damnable republic contraption, be ready for a series of attacks. But we are here, we will always win, because we are the children of the light. We are the light that lightens the world. This is the reason why you see the whole world under Britain is doing everything to see if it's possible to stop this light from this beacon that is coming from Africa to stop. But as you can see, how on earth will somebody, a right-thinking human being, will be supporting a country that supports terrorism? I mean, that support people slaughtering pregnant women, opening their, the belly, bringing out the fetus inside of the baby, killing the baby. We are talking about a country that supports this kind of thing. We are talking of a country that hates truth, that kills the citizen. Times you heard of NSAS. They carried their flag, they killed them. They came back again, end bad governance. What happened? They killed them. We are talking of a terrible contraction that have made people's lives a misery. We are talking about getting away from this damnable contraction, that's going to a better country. You can listen to, go on, like the doctor said, listen to the defense, meeting they held, the teaching and the lecture. Why wouldn't you want this country, Biafra? When you see all these things, all these wonderful departments and people that handle them coming out, especially when Professor is teaching, I like listening because I will learn a lot. We have a lot of people, great men who are, pushing this, and supporting this restoration. And I don't know why you are still sitting on the fence after hearing and seeing these things. Honestly, you will have yourself to blame if your name is not part of the people making the history. Because like I kept telling people, your children will ask you, where were you? And I wonder what you'll be. Definitely, you will be feeling so sorry about yourself. If you are still sitting on the fence, now is the time. I want to use this opportunity to thank Mazen Nandekalo. Mazen Nandekalo, we thank you so much. We thank you for giving us Obatobi, Mazen Simon Ekpa. Who knows what would have been of us today if this man you gave us didn't, come on board. Look at 5 kidnapping and assassination attempts on him. For what? For saying, don't kill my people. For saying, no, you can't continue to kill these Biafrans and get away with it. This terrible terrorist country after him. You know why they find it difficult? Because he is in a country of law. And we want to thank you, Finnish government. We want to thank you so much. Indeed, you have proven that you are a country of law. You are not lawless, terrible, and a damnable zoological republic called Nigeria. Rather, you are a country that believes in your law and have respect for your citizens. We are grateful for foiling all the attempts. Finnish police, you have our respect. This is what we are bringing to Biafra. We're going to have a great nation, a nation that you will be proud of, a nation that you will come and say, yes, I have an ally in Africa, great Biafrans. Thank you for protecting our Prime Minister. Thank you for, standing by him, even when nobody can. We are forever grateful to you. And to you, great Biafrans here, thank you for giving that your token. The result of your token is glaring. You can see it today. That thing you have been doing, that your money you have been giving is not in vain at all. You are doing the right thing. And we all can bear witness to that today. These people, they have not stopped. Look at anybody that is still doubting that these people don't like us. Look at the recent Amaka patient that responded to the threat of another person, in another, space. Look at how their National Assembly wake up. They didn't wake up when Senator Bukachuwa, a Fulani man, say Igbo don't deserve presidency. They deserve death. They didn't write everywhere. They didn't get this man arrested. They didn't get, wake up when this kind of a person, a Yoruba, was calling the killing of Igbos in Kaduna and everywhere. We didn't say that Abike, that whatever her name is, writing everywhere. Countless and countless of threats made Igbos and Biafrans. They always fell on deaf ear. You don't see these people say a thing, and you are there telling I believe, not all of us are Biafra. Some of us are Nigeria. You are very stupid. Sorry to use that language. You are. Indeed, you are foolish. You are having dancing and mingling with people who want you dead. At any given time, they will show you that they are not with you. You are useful idiots. That's what they call you in their Quran. Believe me, they are using you. After using you, they will dump you. How many of you now have had the karma has begun? Have you been hearing all use of call them? Have you been hearing? Is one after the other. All those people that rallied around and kidnapped this saint, they will go for it one after the other. All of them are sick. Ladies and gentlemen, they are going through hell, but they are not telling you. They are patching up. All these Eastern governors, they are not okay. They are patching up. They're not going to tell you that. Look at the 30 days lockdown. Have you been hearing them talk about it? They have accepted it already. They know they can't fight. It's all, Biafra is here. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys made it happen. Whenever you get home today, get off your mind today, drink champagne. You made it happen. And begin to thank this man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his boy, and his, disciple, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Because, Mazi Simon Ekpa always tell us, he say, I know when Biafra will come. All those people, the hype of Nigeria, they will be laughing. He's not coming again. When is he coming? He's not coming again last year. Count down. The little did they know that he used that countdown to play them boju, because he knows where they will be landing, and he used it to expose their treachery. You can hear how they expose themselves. Most of them are now telling you, if you call me IPOB, I will have problem with you. But these were the people who were running around and running around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, claiming we are with you everywhere. Yeah. Great Biafrans, like Doctor said, they are collecting 200 pounds, some are 4,000 pounds. How can you be fighting for your freedom and you'll be paid? No
to
one
support
now wonders.
you, Miss Romney, let me support you. Take ice water. We have won them. We have enveloped the world. To support you with your declaration and your assertion, I want to tell you that Ucheme, notwithstanding the fact that it was thanks to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he got his paper certificate in the Great Britain, he was also awarded the whooping sum of 4,000 pounds. And he wanted more. He wanted what we call the incrementum of the solidus. And then Nnamdi Kanu said, no, take it easy now. There are people die in Biafra land. One day, Ishigbarie Ucheme 4, and he started challenging his master. God bless you.
Thank you, Professor, for reminding me. Yes, we saw it happen. Even that's what we're talking about. How do you expect somebody who is being paid to fight for freedom? It's not going to happen. He'll be swayed. Do you understand? These are the people who have been deceiving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whenever Nnamdi Kanu says, oh, we'll come to him. When they say, me, I come on down. Because they have gone behind him, meeting these politicians, collecting money from them, and said, don't worry, we will talk to him. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was dying in silence until one day God showed him. He bumped into the video, analysis of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Many people don't know this. He was marveled. He said, wait a minute, there's somebody like this who is talking. Because what Mazi Simon Ekpa does then was, when Mazi Nanikalu made his broadcast, this young man will come and analyze it and make it easier for people like us to understand. And honestly, I always look forward to his analysis. Immediately Mazi Nanikalu finishes, I will be waiting for him. Whenever he come on board, I will go to his YouTube channel to listen, because he will make that thing, Mazi Nanikalu. In fact, he will make it simpler and more understandable to anybody who doesn't even know a thing. You will get to understand him. Mazi Nanikalu bump into that video and say, what? Wait a minute. Hey, Biafrans, you see that guy? Many people don't know they have a prophet in their midst, and they didn't even know. Mazi Nanikalu, the prophet of our time, said, hey, you guys should be listening to this guy. Share his video. Number 2, he said, he didn't stop. He said, he is bringing a new dimension to what we are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, the new dimension came. Guess what? Those devils, agents of darkness who have been surrounding him, they wanted to stop it. They were listening to with one ear. Whereas he's going the other way.
Ronnie, let me interject. After this, I will not interject again. You're analyzing the word of you are analyzing the word of His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Hamadike one of Biafra and of Africa, the eye opener of the entire African race, black race. When Nnamdi Kanu entered into the space of Mazi Simon Ekpa Joko, he marveled. That was not the first time. Now, that thing he said has double meaning. He said he's bringing this struggle to new dimension. And what that followed that is that Simon Ekpa is the prayer answered. Thank you.
Yes, Professor. Is the prayer answered indeed, because he saw something that we didn't see then. He saw something that we didn't see, because he said very profoundly, share his video, listen to him. He is bringing a new dimension to what we are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, you all can be a witness to that new dimension today. Do we start counting? Today, we have respect all around the world. We have Biafra Republic government in exile. We have de facto one in the homeland. We now can be boldly walk in the street and talk about Biafra. Before, it was not like that. This was what gave that our sister, Canadian sister, to talk. Because he knew that he has a government that will speak for her, and this government came on board right on time to defend her. Because whatever is good for the gander, it's good for the goose. You cannot be using this hand to beat me and now tell me how to cry. It's not going to happen. So you that are still supporting the damnable zoological report because of the peanut you are being paid, you are eating blood money. All those people this terrorist government are killing, you are part of it. Maybe you don't know. All those evil they are meting on our people, you are part of it. Continue to collect that money and see you and karma. You will not escape it. Believe me sincerely. Just like those people that reneged against Moses didn't see the promise land. So many of you that have been fighting our prime minister, fighting all of us who want a better country, you will hear it, but you will not see it. You will be hearing it, but you can't enter. I'm not cursing you. That's the obvious reality. So my people, today is our fundraising. Another day to pay our tithes and offerings to the Biafra Republic government in exile. We are doing the right thing. We are saving lives. You guys are wonderful. Thank you very much for coming here, and God bless you all. Yeah, Dr. David.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Can I go now? My brother Ronnie, are you done?
Yeah, Brett, are you there? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Can I go ahead now?
Brett, can you hear me? Can you hear me,
Yes.
Brett?
Yes. Can I go
All right.
ahead?
Where you are is a bit noisy. Can you shift a bit?
Can you hear me now?
Hey, better. Go ahead.
All right. Greetings, everyone. I greet our comrades, our brothers, and our sisters in the midst. Our ministers, I greet each and every one of us. My brother Homeland, we don't work. I salute each and every one of us. Yeah, I'm really glad for the new development coming up. You know, you know, when this is happening, when this was starting, a lot of them was looking down on our prime minister because right from the time they kidnapped our leader, Manzi Namdekan, you see why I always salute that man, Nnamdi, and that's his son, Mazi Simon Ekpa. You see, it seems these are the people that God took his time, to prepare to come and liberate his children from this dominable republic of animal kingdoms. Never seen a country in the world, in the whole world, that is as useless as this country called Nigeria. I've never in my life. I am not in diaspora, but I can tell you that I have never seen a country in the world that is as useless and as senseless as this dominable place called Nigeria. A country that has no rule of law, a country that doesn't feel concerned about the insecurities going around the state. Now look at what is happening. This is the reason why I love our Prime Minister so much. Now he has given them another ultimatum of another 60 days long, another 60 days, so that their mind, so that even if they are feeling that after this 30 days, they will relax and they start over again. Another 60 days is waiting for them again. And this is it. And none of them is talking anymore because they have seen that when power jam power, the lesser power will go down. And that is what is happening. Please, my brother Ronnie, are you still hearing me? I'm
I'm
somehow
hearing you,
blessed.
but
We are hearing
you
you,
are
but
having a lot
it's
of
like
interference
something's
from the
okay.
side.
Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead. Are you there, Drake? Hello,
Yes,
Drake.
yes, I
Can
was
you
asking
hear?
if you are still hearing me. Yeah. So is
Drake,
beginning to happen.
can
Are you
you
hearing me?
move a bit from where you are? There's a lot of interference from your end.
Okay, okay.
While he's doing that, I think Drake, why not do that and come back up? We go to Onyema. Onyema, are you there?
Yeah, so I did. Yeah.
All right, you go ahead. Oga Ben, I think we should be timing these people so that all of us, it will go around.
Okay, I think
When we start having
maybe three to 4 minutes or something like that, if possible.
yes, sir, we can.
All right.
So, Maaz Onyema, you have 4 minutes.
All right.
Your time.
Okay. Let me start from thanking Finland for showing us a kindness in a time like this, to stand by our prime minister to protect him. I used to say those days that today, who is making noise now? Somebody is making noise.
Hello, Drake. Drake, mute your mic, please. Somebody speaking. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
All right. Like before Israel become a state, United States was standing strong by their side. And today, I become one of the best friends of America. And I want to thank Finland for doing that. At least what our own cousins failed to do for our leader, Mazen Amdekano. Today, Finland is doing that for our Prime Minister for protection. And they were grateful for that. So, our Prime Minister to also be careful because we know that the people we are dealing with, Nigeria, they don't have conscience because they cannot win the argument, they cannot win debate. You can see that in social media. If you want to argue what cause, they cannot win a debate, they cannot win argument. So they will result in violence. They will neither try to kidnap, poison, or kill. So you will also be more careful. Having said that, I want to also tell Nigerians, especially those who will listen to this broadcast, to know that Biafra today have a government. We, the Biafran people, today will have a government, not these criminals in Abuja or in State House in so-called Igbo or Biafran territory. We will have government now that can come for our rescue anywhere in the world. So if they run before, we know they run again. If we are afraid before, we are not afraid again. Because enough of the bullying. You know, when they bully us and say all manner of things against us, they think we should keep quiet. Now, only our sister, just only one person speak. Oh, here want to lose, bro. But we don't care. I remember when I was in Bahrain, one of our brother was to be deported back to Nigeria. So I went to immigration to give him a flight ticket because they say we are going to buy ticket for him to return. Then I went to give him a flight ticket. When I got to the immigration, I asked one of the captain, Bahrainian immigration officer, I asked him, you are deporting these people and you are asking them, you keep them here for 3 months, feeding them, asking them to buy ticket. Where are they going to get the money from? Do you know what this captain told me? He said to me that before they deport people without asking them to buy ticket. But there is a Nigerian man, this captain told me, a Yoruba man. He said the man is from Western Nigeria. He's the one representing Nigeria in Bahrain. He told them, he went to immigration and told them, if anybody from Nigeria is landing in Lagos airport or Abuja airport, that person is Igbo or a Christian, they should not provide ticket for him.
You have a minute more, 1 minute more.
All right. Investigate what I'm telling you now in Bahrain. And so that's why when I see some of our people say, I'm not Igbo, I'm not Biafra, I'm this. My friend, you are just a fool. Because if you go, when I went to that immigration, a lot of people who were stranded there that does not even have anybody back here to send them money. We as people from so-called South. So it is time all of us come together to battle Nigeria, boot for boot, iron for iron, until we get out of this place. And we must stand with our Prime Minister, come rain, come shine, no matter what people say. And those who are gossiping in the media house is not speaking for us, or we did not vote. If you like, vote. If you don't like, don't vote. We don't care. The vote has been cast, and on the 2nd of December, the Biafra will be declared and will defend it, because we cannot continue to stay with people who have often shown to us that they don't want us. And we cannot pretend that we are not hearing it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that submission. Dr. Ben, Mr. Ben, do you have anything to say?
No, Rooney.
Hello.
No, Rooney, just go on, because most of you that are requesting, I'm checking. If they are not part of us, I just remove them straight. Just go on, please.
You are doing a great job. Drake, can we not hear you now? I will give you your 4 minutes, okay?
Am I okay now?
Oh man, that place is still noisy. What's happening? It's noisy. Is there a way you can move away from where you are right now to have better reception or something? You know, in the absent, why you do
Is it
that?
better now?
Okay, we can manage you. Go ahead.
Is it better now?
Yes, a bit.
All right.
You have your 4 minutes. Go ahead.
All right. I appreciate each and every one of you, my brother Aroni. You are doing a wonderful work. You are doing a wonderful work. Yeah, we have not much thing to be, arguing and dragging with them. I think they were not even talking about us, about the Biafra Republic government in Israel before. So what is happening now? What is going on now? I think the rain has started falling. They think it's something that they will keep hiding. Even this our Biafra Liberation Army that they keep squeezing. A time shall come where they will be forced to be speaking about them. It's a promise our Prime Minister made to them. It's happening. Any of them that say that is not happening, the person should put body. Are they not seeing what is happening in the South? In the society they call it. Our Biafra land is being protected. No governor has spoken since this started. That is to tell you that we have defeated them. In every angle, in every ramification, we have defeated them. They are all now hiding in shame. Like our Prime Minister always say, that we will fight these people with everything in him. And it is happening. So let's forget about all these terrorists that are, still standing on the fence. Our focus now is on the 2nd of December. For it to be declared. And then the rest will be a story. But the only thing we need now is we are now in the highest time of supporting. This is the high time this government needs our support. We really need this support in any way you can to support this government. Remember, we are fighting the terrorist state that has billions of nairas. But we are defeating them with our own, funds, with our own fundraisings. Now imagine if the whole Biafrans could join hands together to push up this fight. So wherever you are, please support in any way you can. Let's support this our liberation, so that we can get out from this dominable republic of animal kingdoms, where they don't regard their citizens. They don't bother about what is happening. They don't care about their citizens. Look at a country that say people are dying every day. There is no day that you wake up in this zoo that you will not hear that someone died. People are dying every day. Go to a civilized country. When they lose one of their citizens, every of their citizens respect that person.
Blake, you have 1 minute more.
All I round up. But what is happening now? What is happening in this zoo? They will lose thousands a day, but they will overlook it because they don't care about you. And this is the more reason we should stand to fight these people. To fight these people with everything in us. Our Prime Minister has given them another heart attack. That after these 30 days, another 60 days will take over. And I'm sure that the BP they are having, another one will increase after these 30 days.
BP upon BP, until all of them flush out from our land. Thank you, my brother Aaron, and my brother Homeland, and Ben Wabu. I appreciate each and every one of us. Although I'm still at work, but I just managed myself to go somewhere, where it's much better, so that I can talk to my lovely brothers and sisters. I appreciate each and every one of us here. Thank you.
Yeah, God bless you, Drake, for that wonderful submission. They have started peeing in their pints. In fact, they will be wondering who even advised us to go this guy. Why did we even do it? I know they must have been, being angry with Binchi and the rest, but they will not come out and tell you, because you know how much they are losing. Do you know how much they are losing since they kidnapped Mazin and the Kalu? They are losing billions. All right? They are regretting it. But shame wouldn't allow. Shame is not allowing them. You can imagine when you see some of them coming online, start telling you insecurity in the southeast, it doesn't concern us. But every day they are crying. As we speak now, there's fuel scarcity. Nobody even know what is causing it in Nigeria, especially in Lagos. Nobody know. If you ask them, what's the cause? Nobody know. They will telling you, this one will tell you, this one will tell you. They are not talking. They don't want to talk. But we,
My brother Ronias, I'm talking. My brother Ronias, I'm talking to you where I am now. Per liter now is 2,000 naira. Per liter 2,000. No reduction. Where I am now.
That is what it is. It's 2,000, even in Lagos. And you see, after all this madness, somebody will be advising you to continue. Let us join together. Let us forget we are not tribal people. Let's be detribalized. Bullshit. We are tribal people. You can't just wake up all of a sudden and tell us we are not. You are just a big joke. You say you are a detribalized Nigeria. Even when you talk at the end of it, say, as a Yoruba man, as an Igbo man, are you not deceiving yourself? Even your mind is telling you, hey, you are tribal, because that is who you are. You can't change it. UK, for example, they are tribal people. They discover themselves and start moving according to their tribal lines. They were having serious problems before, until they came to Biafra land and saw democracy. And they went back there, then I say, hey, ladies and gentlemen, look at the way we are going to do this thing. We have been to this Biafra land and we saw how the people are. You meet somebody and ask him of something, he will say, until even their king will tell you, let me talk to my people and hear from them first to know if the decision to make. And today, they now went to United Kingdom and they solved that problem. Even as we are talking, Northern Ireland want to move away. We haven't seen them. They have conducted their referendum several times and they failed. Any day they get the number, they will get out peacefully. But here, in this damnable zoological republic, they see it as a war. When you are talking referendum, they say, you people are inviting war. You people, warmongering people who are not calling peaceful people who want freedom, that we are the one inviting war. Can you see the irony? They are the ones shouting war up and down. Have you ever had any of us, starting from Mazin and the Kalu till death, tell you we are calling for war? None. We have always been asking for referendum. And we not tell you, if you refuse to, give us referendum, then we will have it the other way. Your choice. But for you to tell us that we will continue to be with you forever, no, it's not. It's not going to happen. It's not possible. Do you understand? So let me go to Mr. Editor. Mr. Editor, are you there?
Oh yes. You have
the mic for 4 minutes, please.
All right. Shalom. Greetings, everybody in the building. I love you all with the love of God. I'm always excited to be in the midst of my brothers and sisters. Honestly speaking, any Biafran who is not supporting the cause, either by retweeting, either by commenting, either by financing, either by supporting in any little way, I'm sorry for you. I'm very, very sorry for you, because we have gotten to a point where the truth is very, very glaring. The truth is not hidden. You remember when our leader said that he would destroy the zoo with the truth? And we are seeing it. The blind, even if they can't see, they are hearing the sound. What Nigeria need is a total disintegration. And what our PM is doing is working in the right direction. And some of our brothers who think that there is a way to go about, come on board. Come on board. Bring up your ideas. Whatever you think you can offer, you can bring to the table. The door is widely open. You understand me? So you see, don't understand. When you come in the presence of these Runu guys, you want to make yourself feel different, like you just want to sound reasonable to them. You sound as if you are a different person, you are detribalized or whatever. These guys don't take you the way you take yourself. I was in a space hosted by this Abe guy, and this our brother, what's this? His useless name again? This doggy. He was trying to sell himself. Like, no. You can't say that. Do you know my father? Do you know my uncle? Do you know? And these guys are telling him that no Igbo man condemned the statements he made. And I was like, is this guy okay? This guy is mentally deranged. You don't care about what triggered this woman to respond the way she did. It's none of your business.
Editor, are you hearing me? Can you hear me?
I don't know. Am I?
I'm hearing you. Can you hear me? Mr. Editor, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said that guy you mentioned is a APC member, is a government paid agent. So anywhere you see him, just forget about him. All right?
He's a useless guy. He's a useless guy. Like, I don't like simple reasoning, like common sense. You understand me? I was like, hey, oh my God. See, we have destroyed the zoo with the truth. And this is the trajectory we are going to keep following until the actualization of the independent state of Biafra. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. If you think it's easy for you to go and extradite or kidnap, whatever you think, the easiest way you think is possible to go and extradite our PM, do it. Let's see. Go ahead and do it. They have tried every means possible. They have tried assassination. They have tried kidnapping. They have tried What have they not tried? This is to tell you that the good Lord is with us. In fact, this is the last fight.
Mr. Editor, you have a minute to wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just glad that I'm alive to witness what is happening right now. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you all. One love.
Thank you, my brother, Mr. Editor. That guy you mentioned, just know he's a paid agent. He always goes there to defend the people paying him. He turns white. He turned it black, white. I heard him when I was in the space with. I didn't even pick mic. I was listening. This guy, whenever he come up, I feel like slapping him because where I am boiling. I can't just, sometimes if I'm on speaker session, I will come off my mic. They wish I say no. I can't just be this, calm with somebody who is spewing out garbage, turning white black, turning black white. Man, people like that, watch them out. They are. You see him, you see the other one.
Mr. Roni, if you have BP, if you usually have BP, please stop going to those spaces. Just stop going to those spaces. Because these people are a bunch of criminals that they are using tools that they are using to,
to fight us, because we are now in a social media warfare. You understand? We are now in a social media warfare. So just avoid them. Let them keep spitting out their rubbishes and nonsense. But at the end, the truth shall prevail, and we shall have our victory. You understand? Leave all those bunch of
Yes,
criminals.
yes, my brother.
You understand?
Yes, my brother. And you even
Even the other one, that
talking
a
of
woman has,
social media.
the other one that a woman has taken over. I don't even know whether not the woman they control, but I they control the woman. You see how these people, they will be standing, and people are accusing your own, the man that is fighting for the liberation of your people, and you are there. Oh, goodness me! Our leader Maznam the kind will say, if it was only me, they will say I am mad. But now that is all of us. What do we call it?
It's
Mr. Ronnie, you
amazing.
see, Mr. Ronnie, you see, one problem I have is that when you try to even give these guys the kind of energy they are giving us, this X space restrict, like my account right now is under restriction. I can't comment, I can't follow.
My
All
brother,
I
they
don't
are
read.
wasting their time. They are being paid to do what they are doing, those Indians, all right? This is the reason why our own app is coming, and we will they will be the one looking for us, all right? So forget about what they are doing. They have failed. This, you see, when something good is about to happen, believe me, you see a lot, even you as a Christian or whatever you believe in, there's this idea they say, anytime something is about to end, that's when you see you have to put all your energy to, scale through, because my brothers and sisters, we are in that era where you need to guide your heart, mind the kind of information you like entering. There is this fiery darts of the enemy. It's trying to show. You see them whenever they see our space, they are collecting mic to come and derail our conversation, to come and start, putting doubt in your heart. You can imagine that one that picked Mike when our PM was having space. He was claiming, I'm a researcher, blah, blah, blah. And when our PM engaged him, he lost it. He couldn't even know anything. He couldn't even say anything. He was dumbling. He will go there. He will come back here. He made a mess of himself. These are the people who are telling. So when you hear them, why do you think whenever they are talking, they will say you, I'm an Igbo man? Because they want the people paying them to know, okay, that you are the guy. Oh yeah.
Mr. Rooney, why do you think that they always use Igbo or Biafra as a topic? Why do you think
That
so?
is why
Yeah?
now, my brother, they are paid to do this thing. So they will tell you, I'm an Igbo man, so that the people paying them will know, oh yeah, you are doing the work. So that the people they are talking to, those are Fundraisers, are those who are anti-Biafrans, will not give them will be supporting them. They need support because they don't want to be left alone. Because once they hear them say, you are an Igbo man, they will not be wondering, and you are talking like this. This is like he's with us, So forget about them. Do you understand? So when you hear them come online and tell you blah blah blah, forget we have won that argument. They are only rambling and making noise. Mazi Onyema, you can go ahead. You have your minute, 4 minutes, please.
All right. Again, I want to just comment on like what our brother have just said. You see, some people in some space trying to make Nigeria know that they support Nigeria. They are one Nigeria. They are born in Lagos. They are born in Abuja. But they forgot one thing, that when problem come, they are not going to ask you, are you an Igbo? You believe me, Biafra or not? All this in all of us from the southeast and where you call south, they know all of us as Igbo. It's only when they come to political division, they want to divide us in order to rule us. But when they come to some matters, they treat all of us the same. So anybody in anywhere trying to make himself a glorified slave, time will come, he will regret. because he is going to die before those of us who are asking for Biafra. Today, where is Ifanyoba? I'm hearing something on social media that it's like Ozo Zokal is dead. And how I wish that would be a good news. He would die. Because see, these people don't know that we have decided to leave Nigeria, because for years now we are not welcomed in Nigeria. Our business are not welcome. Our jobs and our families are not welcome in Nigeria. You are treated like a slave in a supposed to be your country. And we cannot continue to hold that. And that is why I'm using this privilege to anybody that is a Biafra anywhere. If you like, say you are not going to support us. In the fullness of time, all of us will bear the bond, because we must defend our land. We must stand by our prime minister. And whether those who are saying he's not speaking for them, that is their business. At the fullness of that, we are dragging everybody into this, and they will push everybody out of this, because we want to get our freedom. We cannot continue to live with these people. These people didn't mean well for us. We left before they sent their soldier through a Goan to fight and bring us back to Nigeria. And now we are with them. They are still complaining about us, and we want to go. They are still standing on the way. We cannot continue to live like this. So I was calling everybody, especially those of you who have family who are working in local government, especially in the 5 eastern states that is on lockdown. Call them. We are not going to take those rubbish again. We are done in Nigeria, and this is my stand. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you, my brother Onyema. You know,
my brother,
another
Onyema, I wanted to ask, those people that have voted, are they robots or who? That this useless man that called himself talented was talking rubbish. We that voted and those people that voted, are we robots, or is it how foolish these people are?
That man is working in the Zoom media. He know what he's saying. He doesn't want to be picked up on the road. You know, Nigeria, there's no freedom of speech. Those of us, we are here in the zoo, we know what we are going through. So when you see them saying, inside of them, they know that what they are saying is wrong. But because they are afraid that when they are leaving that station, they may be picked up on the road. That is why he is saying what he's saying. He will not tell you that he did not see the video of people lying up in one community after one community another voting. He's not going. He said he have asked 1 or 2 people. He's not going to tell you he did not see those videos.
Thank you for that. I want to use this opportunity to welcome our honorable minister, Ugo 247, sir. You have the mic. Minister Ugo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you. Homeland and Ronnie, Ben, Ben Okankweba, everyone with love and all respect to every member of the cabinet, and my respect to all of you ministers of information that are here this morning. I just joined and I heard the last speaker said 6 eastern states. That's just what I want to correct, because I have not been. I just joined in. I just joined last 1 minute. So I want to correct that, please. There is nothing like 6 eastern states. We have Biafra land. We have only Biafra land. The 6 eastern states is just one of the tools the Nigeria British mentality used in dividing and destroying us. And we are no longer there is nothing like 6 geopolitical, 6 eastern states, 6 this one. No, we are not accepting that anymore. So we are not identifying ourselves as 6 eastern states. We are identifying ourselves now like as Biafrans. You see the map, the new map has been, if you've not seen it, go to our Prime Minister's handle, you will see it. Everything is clear. Even if there is something that is not clear there, everything, ask question. everything will be clear to you. So we are not states of anything, cease or cease. We are not. If you remember, Mazen Nandekano said something like that, and our prime minister have continuously said we are not any geopolitical or cease instances. All those people they are doing it for their own political selfish wickedness. They are just oppressors. So that's what I just want to correct. Thank you so much. We move.
Thank you, our Honorable Minister. Thank you for that correction, and we have taken it, and I think Monyema has taken note. Monyema, we are not geopolitical zone. We are Biafra, 40 United States, okay? And I know that you know that, all right? Yeah, so I want to, don't worry, we don't need you to say anything because you understand. It's just a correction that our Honorable Minister made. We don't need any rebuttal. God bless you. Thank you. I think I should move to United States of Biafra. You have 4 minutes.
Hey, okay, my brother. You know, when I wanted to speak before, they collected your mic. Good afternoon, sir. All right, so it's a pleasure to be here again. And just like we are saying, like our Honorable Minister, Ugo, it's a pleasure. Good afternoon from my location. And that correction you made is very apt and very important. That as we are fighting for freedom, we must understand that this fight is not just a physical fight, it's also a mental fight, a psychological war. We are fighting. That means we are dismantling and delegitimizing Nigerian institutions. We also delegitimize all the names and nomenclature they brought to us, and the mindset of that slave they wanted to give to us. So we do not recognize all their southeast and south. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is Biafra land. We are from Biafra land. Yes, you can say the hinterland of Biafra, or you can say the coastal region of Biafra. That is okay. But we don't know anything like Southeast. We don't know anything like South. It doesn't exist. In our dictionary, it doesn't exist. So, and that is also trying to point to the where we are, that we are making our history. Like somebody mentioned about the fool that calls himself Darlington, trying to exhibit his foolishness to the whole world because he doesn't vote, or because he doesn't go to the internet, or because he decided to keep blind. Is that why? And then he claims that whatever it is he claims, he cannot speak for us, and he cannot tell us that the prime minister has no influence, whereas our people have continually demonstrated their resilience and they are sitting at home. Even when all the governors call and invited them, they say they will never stop sitting at home, that they will continue to sit at home. The people themselves, they've killed people even in Enugu because they were sitting at home. So they are the one trying to force people to come back to the market. People say no. So, and now they come and be claiming what they don't know. Well, we don't have any argument with them. If they are very strong in their conviction and they want to defend Nigeria, they know where to come to defend Nigeria. So until they come there, we have no issue with them. They can stay in that their television. You know, one thing, when a fool is given mic in a television, he will now begin to think that he has arrived, because he's speaking from one stupid television. So they can continue to market their foolishness to the world. We don't give a damn about them. So what matters is the power of the people. We are bringing a new system which they are not conversant with. That's why they are worried. They now understand that it is the time of practicing what true democracy is, which is the power of the people, the government of the people for the people. So that is where we are today. And they will continue to fail because they don't have the truth. Because there is nothing that they'll bury the truth. Nothing stands the test of time like the truth. So, and that is why our leader said he's going to destroy them with truth. And it is happening. And they cannot stop it. So it is my advice for them is this: if they want to be alive to see Biafra, to enjoy Biafra, it's better that it is time for them to throw in the towel. It's time for them to, either if they don't want to, it's better they don't say anything. Like all those fools that are saying something now, it's better that they don't say anything. They just go hide themselves, because it will be difficult. It will be very hard for them all. So, because this time around, guys are not smiling. Guys are not
1 minute
smiling.
more.
All right, guys are not smiling. And for example, the man that is talking about voting, personally, it's not to brag, but I know I have a list of more than 2,000 people that I voted. I had to vote. I mean, there are even more lists. I mean, the people that I even voted that are not even in list. So, and they are human beings that wrote papers, and I voted them. I still have the paper. I still have their names, every detail of the vote. Okay, which when the government is properly established, I'll submit to the government. So, and those are people that voted. There are videos of people that voted. So a fool can just come somewhere and be talking trash. We don't listen to those fools. That is the same way they said they didn't believe that Nnamdi Kanu was in charge until they kidnapped him. Now everybody is shouting Nnamdi Kanu is the leader. But when Nnamdi Kanu was out, they said they undermined his importance, undermined his influence. Now Simon Ekpa is here. Now they're undermining his influence. But they cannot kidnap Simon Ekpa because he is the finisher, and he is going to hand over this freedom, not slavery anymore. In the name of Chukwu Kabiama. Thank you very much, Ronnie, for the opportunity to speak. And I yield my mic here.
You, our brother, the United States. It's always good to hear from you. We are making history, and I am glad that most of us here, all of us here, are part of that history in the making. Many of them that are still sitting on the fence don't really know that their future, their children will start asking them questions, and they will have a lot to explain. If they didn't put their name in the marble, if their name is not written in this book of life, the Biafran Republic government in exile is having that. Because you see, history, this is the reason why Nigeria, they don't like history, because when you start teaching history, people will start asking questions, and truth will start. Now, all those ones who are sitting on the fence now, when their children start asking them, Daddy, where were you? Mommy, where were you? What were you doing actually? I wonder what they will be telling them. So the opportunity is still now. The door is still open, because there will be a time when you will come with that your useless naira. Nobody's going to collect it. And you that are in the diaspora, they are still shouting one Nigeria. Something is wrong with you. If one Nigeria is as good as you want it, what are you doing outside there? You are in America, enjoying your life. In fact, having good road network, having train, railway. You don't want your people back in homeland to have such thing. You are incurring a lot of costs on yourself, and karma will find you wherever you are. You go escape this karma now by joining your people who are doing everything to ensure that Biafra comes from the diaspora. If you refuse to do this, I'm sorry, the karma will come for you. Dr. David, are you there? Do you have anything to say?
Thank you so much. I'm here, Ronnie, and I'm enjoying the conversation. Biafran people really understand what it takes to be free. And it's very, very important. All those who don't want freedom are those who are standing on the way. They are those who are sitting on the fence. And they are those who are castigating and fighting against what we are doing. But the good news is that no matter how they come, no matter how they fight, no matter how they try, they are not going to be successful. Just like our Prime Minister said, you can't betray me and succeed. They can never betray Biafra and succeed. The time for betrayal have passed. They had their time. They made very good use of it. They embezzled money from IPOB under our leader. They kidnapped our leader and sold him to the terrorist Nigerian state. They used the money to build hotels here and there. That showed that they were never fighting for our freedom. The time for our freedom is here, and it is now. And those who were destined and created and born for the freedom to come are here, just like you, just like me. The terrorist Nigerian states have continued to commit all manner of atrocities against Biafran people. They committed terrorism against our leader, kidnapping him from a foreign land, and they have not stopped. Why have they not stopped? Because there was no punishment that was meted to them by those who call themselves the so-called international community, the so-called war powers, they call this UN, the so-called EU. These people gave the Nigerian government the impetus to continue to commit all manner of atrocities against people. Nigeria kidnapped Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and there was no punishment for that. There was nothing that was done against those who committed these atrocities against our leader. No arms embargo, no punishment for anything whatsoever. And that is why they continue to plan on how to go to Finland and commit another crime. And you are a Nigerian, you tell me that something is not wrong with your head. Why your country is known for a terrorist state or a kidnapping nation, you cannot see that. 5 times attempt on the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile and that of the homeland. And also attempt on his life. This is a criminal activity. It is a criminal intent to kill another citizen. And the whole world is keeping quiet. And this is the reason why we have been killed for a very long time and nobody is speaking for us. But now that we have people who can stand so firm and so strong to speak for the Biafran people, and that is why we are supporting them. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, our Prime Minister, they are the ones who have given us the voice. They have given us the leg on which we are standing on. And we are going to stand very strong with them. And what the government had demonstrated through that action that the Nigerian government want to take against our sister Amaka, our government had demonstrated that yes, it is the government of the people. They came and stood for her. And that is how a functional government treats their citizens. But while we were still in Nigeria, a lot of Biafrans, a lot of those who call themselves Nigerians have been humiliated all around the world, and the government could not even come for their aid or stand for them or even speak for them. You hate us, yet you don't want us to go. Something is absolutely wrong with you and your contraption called Nigeria. And that is why we must break it and we must exit that contraption 2nd of December 2024. No Jupiter can save Nigeria at this time. As a matter of fact, we are angry and we are revenging the killings and the deaths that happened even beyond 1967 to 1970. Why our people have been massacred, killed unjustly, disappeared fiercely, organs sold, kidnappings, and all the rest of it. Indigenous population being displaced. And you want us to keep quiet? This generation of Biafrans? No. We are going to fight with the last drop of our blood to make sure that freedom comes for our people. And we shall be free in the land of our ancestors. That is where we are heading. And this 1 month lockdown is a test of our resolve to get freedom, and the test of how prepared the terrorists are to withstand the voluminous spirit of the Biafran people who have been longing for freedom for a very long time. If you stand on our way, we are going to bulldoze you, we are going to destroy you, and freedom must come. The time for our freedom is now, and nothing can stop that. Thank you so much, and I also acknowledge the presence of our Minister Ugo 247. Thank you, sir, for joining us this morning, and other ministers for being here, coming always to educate our people and support your ministers on communication and information. Thank you, sir. You have the mic, Rooney. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. David. Our freedom is sacrosanct. We are not trading it with anything. Thank you for that, encouragement. You see, when you are telling some people about this freedom, they will be wondering, how are you guys going to do it? But I don't think from what is happening today, they are still doubting. But if they are still doubting, well, they will have themselves to blame. Because if they are not joining in what we are doing now, they're going to regret it later. This is the time for you to come out with your full chest and support what we are doing. This is the time to declare your stand, because when these people will start their madness, they will not, even ask you whether you supported, whether you are Biafra Republic government in exile guy or not. They're not going to ask you that. The earlier you know this, the better for you. If you are still sitting on the fence thinking that somehow this contraption called Nigeria will work, then you are a big joke. How many years now you have been praying? You are deceiving yourself praying. Do you really think God can be bought? God you are praying to is not a human being. He is called God of justice. Before you come to justice, equity, you must come with clean hands. You are the one telling God, hey, God, Nigeria must be one. Are you okay? The same you praying Nigeria is one. You are keeping quiet when the soldiers are going to Osumohu village in Imo State, burning down houses, killing people.
Ronnie.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to just ask our minister a question, Ugo 247. Minister, I hope you are very close to your mic, sir. I want to ask you, sir, how do you view the kidnap attempt on our prime minister and the assassination attempt on him as well? Very, very important, because you are part of the government, you are part of the policy makers. How do you see Nigeria fighting in order to either kidnap our prime minister or even assassinate him, having succeeded in kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and those who were then with him, our leader, all kept mute and never spoke about it, sir? If you have something to say to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, David. You know, your question is always a complicated one. your question there, now for you. Anyway, my brother, you see, there's one thing Nigeria know how to do, and they are professionals, expert, or I don't know what to say after professional. If we have anything greater than professional, that is what they are. And this thing they know how to do best is nothing but everything that is not good. Nigeria has Nigeria have the greatest bad record ever, the worst record you can see anywhere. Nigeria have never been no citizen of Nigeria we boast of. You know, I don't know. No citizen of Nigeria will boast of their government. Nobody. Even the children of these what do you call them? These criminal politicians, oppressors that are outside the country called Nigeria, they cannot boast of the good governance of their fathers and mothers and the people of that country called Nigeria, because Nigeria is not or can never be anything good to identify yourself with. Have you seen any of children of Ojos or Kalo being interviewed anywhere and they say, my father is a senator in Nigeria? Have you seen any of them? They can't come out boldly and say it because they are ashamed of themselves. And the Nigeria is very good in oppressing the people, making sure. I just saw a video sent to me by Blessing Odo, a Ukrainian soldier saying he's in Nigeria, mommy is in Russia, and I think mommy and daddy is in Russia. The siblings, one in Australia, the other one in America, the other one in Canada. I say, look at what Nigeria has done to people. Nigeria have succeeded in destroying people. Imagine when you have 5 children in that country called Nigeria, that contraption called Nigeria, and your 6 children grew up, and the one traveled out to Canada, the other one went to China, the other one went to Australia, the other one to maybe Spain, the other one Ecuador. And they are waiting that one day they will make it big and come home to their father and mother and the people they left behind. And they will never come home until those people are all dead and gone, because they want to come home better. Do you know that that family have been wiped out? Though they are living, but there is nothing to remember that family for again. Number one, the one in China, we never have the privilege of going to Canada to see the one there. The one in Japan, we not have the opportunity to visit the one in China. They have been scattered. They can only talk through social media handles like maybe video calling. This is what Nigeria wants. And this is why they are happy when they see that we have all run away from our homes. And when somebody like Nnamdi Kanu, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the Prime Minister have run away, have realized that we cannot keep running, we have to go back. They begin to do everything, go to every length to stop you. The fool that called himself, I don't know, is it Prince, what is his name, that was talking about our Prime Minister and this and that. That man is, I will call him the biggest fool. Because he is the same person that will come out and tell you how terrorists are doing in the north, how Nigeria is not working, how Nigeria is, and yet somebody is doing something to liberate you from that shame that Nigeria has shamed you with, and you are condemning him. You see, when do you hear that they sent series of assassins to assassinate our Prime Minister? You shouldn't be shocked. You shouldn't be surprised. Me, I'm not surprised, because I know that is what they are good at. People that don't have justice, people that don't have rule of law, people that the court has been taken over by criminal political judges. Didn't you hear one man some time ago, was it this year or last year, in the assembly, National Assembly, telling the world how his wife used to be, or his wife is a judge, how politicians will come and lobby him so that he will also from there lobby his wife to judge in their favor. Is it a secret? Did everybody see it? Have the world not seen that Mazen Kanu
Senator Bukachuwa now, that man that said Igbos deserve death. That's the person.
Yes, thank you for reminding me his name, Jared. Thank you, my dear. Have we not seen also that Mazen Kanu, they took him? If you remember the very day the criminal, what is his name? The one that studied Sharia law was turned into Nigeria Minister for Justice, Malami. He said the day they brought him with Hugh to court, he said that immediately the procession has started, that without wasting time, they are going to judge him and they sentence him. And everybody was hoping that after one day, he will be 2 days, highest maximum 1 month, the decision will be reached. Till now, they have not reached anything, because that they will bring Nnamdi Kanu and they do whatever they want to do with him, because they have succeeded in buying the Ejiofor and they giving Ejiofor money to buy over Shina Sanwo-Olu Ikengu, Ruago, and the rest of them. So, when you are sure that you have done your homework very well, when you come out in the public, you will be proud of what you are saying. But they never knew that after doing their homework, carrying it out successfully, there are the things that were never their homework, that were there looking at them, smiling at them. And those things were you, me, Master Simon Ekpa. They never thought anything like Simon Ekpa would spring up from anywhere. So what Nigeria is doing now, their very best is to see if they can assassinate Simon Ekpa. They have been trying through juju, through voodoo, through spiritual, through their occultic means, but they have not succeeded. Even you, every one of you, something has been tried for you to shut your mouth up. To tell you the truth, sometimes I just talk to myself and say, if I am seeing this, what will Prime Minister be saying? Do you know that sometimes I will come up to do program, I will not know what, I will lose line of thoughts. I will forget what I want to say. I'll be mumbling. What necessarily I'm telling you, it's only me that will know because I'm composing myself. You will not know. So now they have tried, they have failed. The truth is that this court, EU court, they went to no, they are going to. They never believed it will come to that. Their thought was that Finland would just give them Mazi Simon Ekpa, the prime minister. And when they heard that the case is in court, they never thought it was EU. Because Finland have the rule of law. Finland will never give up Simon Ekpa to you because you demanded Simon Ekpa. Because you told them that Simon Ekpa is a criminal. Because you told them that Simon Ekpa is causing insecurity in the Biafra land. But before I continue, I want you to remember one thing. This insecurity we are talking about were created by the same people today shouting insecurity, insecurity. Do you remember how they went to Enugu, the governors and politicians and the elders, and they created the embargo in 2021? And after creating that embargo, that was when insecurity began. For those of us that have forgotten, go and check your records. Go and check, make your findings. Because me, I don't know how to come out and just say anything without proof. Go and find out, when did this insecurity start in Biafra land? 2021, they began to incubate it. 2022, incubating. By 2023, it was hashed. The insecurity become norm. And today they are calling Simon Ekpa. So let me continue. When they
sorry,
go,
there were my minister, please. I'm sorry to interject. University, are you there? University.
It's not university. It's not, it's David.
I don't know why you guys do this all the time. If people have scheduled space, you got to look at this thing to know if there's a scheduled space. I don't know.
Was it on the media this thing?
Yeah.
Was it on the media platform?
Yeah, I always schedule it on Thursdays, Wednesday, Thursdays. You see it there.
But I didn't see it. This space was supposed to take place yesterday. Unfortunately, because of the Department of Justice.
That was why I put it for Saturday, because I know people.
So sorry. So sorry, sir. It's very unfortunate. So sorry. I didn't know and I didn't see it. Please. I didn't see it. It's fortunate. I'm so sorry about that.
Chukwumeze, I'm so sorry about. I think that is Chukwumeze.
Yes, my minister.
Yes, yes.
Chukuma, my brother, I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm sorry. Please, those of us that are always hosting this space, will make sure that we search very well to be sure that we are not taking chance on anybody. I'm begging, I beg, before you host. Before you open a space, make sure there was no scheduled space. I am begging, please. So we don't have, because you can imagine Chukuma with his beautiful voices has come up now to just blast the enemies of his people. And Chukuma, just please, Chukuma, if you don't mind, I'm begging you one thing now. Just take up the co-host and become one of the co-hosts. You can see that thing you want to bring up, you can add it to the title. Let us do it here. Please, I'm begging you. Don't go.
Okay, so that means I'm just gonna bring down the one.
Okay, you are on already. Yeah, bring it down. Let us all stay here, please. Please.
Okay.
One love. Just come back. Give him. Who is the Winko?
The thing is, I don't, and I have people on there already.
Really?
Minister, do we collapse this thing so that we go there?
Okay.
Doctor.
I think better let us collapse this one and join him there. Okay. So everybody, let's join Shukuma since he has been scheduled since Saturday, Thursday. Let's join.
Okay. Minister, you through with your submission so that I can bring it down officially, sir?
Yeah, I'm done. Thank you. Bring it down. Let's join.
Okay, wonderful people and lovers of freedom. I salute our minister, Ugo 247, for responding positively to that question. And if you don't mind, this space will continue it tomorrow, as I don't think there is any scheduled space tomorrow, so that we don't clash on spaces. Chukwumeze, I'm so sorry about that. Unfortunately, I didn't see the scheduled space. I wouldn't have opened this one. So I want to appreciate every Biafran who joined us on this space. Most importantly, the ministers in the house and Biafrans from all over the world who joined to make this a huge success. Remember, 5 kidnap attempts on the prime minister, an assassination attempt is being foiled by the Finnish police. That is how a nation works. And we are going to talk about it tomorrow. Chukwumeze, please, I'm so sorry, taking up your time. Let's go there, wonderful people and lovers of freedom.